it's Mrs Dawson here. I'm sorry I can't be with you to do our normal rehearsals, but I thought I'd send you a video to remind all of our brass players how to hold their instruments correctly.
I'm going to be talking a lot in this video about your left and your right hands. Sometimes I have a bit of trouble remembering which is my left and which is my right. The easiest way for you to remember which hand is which is to hold them up in front of you. The hand that makes a letter L shape is your left hand. L for left.
So first of all, I've got my cornet here. Now cornet is held in exactly the same way as a trumpet. So if you play cornet or trumpet, this is how you hold it. You're going to take your left hand, show me your left hand, give us a wave, and you're going to grab around the valve casing here. So your thumb will go in here and your fingers wrap around, so you've got a nice firm grip. Okay, you should be able to hold it with one hand and feel pretty safe. Then your right hand, give us a wave with your right hand, is going to go on top. If I turn my instrument around so you can see, hook your thumb underneath this pipe here. This is called the lead pipe. Hook your thumb under here, and then we're going to go 1, 2, 3 fingers on the valves, and you are ready to play. Next, we've got the trombone. Now there's a bit more to it for the trombone players, because not only have you got to remember how to hold your instrument, you've also got to figure out how to build your instrument before we can start playing. So you've got 2 pieces of your instrument when you get it out of the case. Let's take this piece first, our slide piece. Okay, can you see that on our slide piece we have one bit that is slightly longer and one bit that's shorter. You're going to hold it so that the longer bit is away from you. Now you can put yours down on the floor, but I'm going to keep mine here so you can see what I'm doing. We have the long bit away from us. You're going to take the other piece and you're going to put it onto the longer bit so that this part goes over and down to the right. Show me your right hands. Over and down to the right. And so that the 2 pieces, if you can see that, make a right angle. So we've got one bit going this way and one bit going this way. Once that is on firmly, you can screw it together in the middle so that it's nice and secure. To hold your trombone, you are going to take your left hand and you're going to make this shape with it. And if I show you here, you're going to put your thumb around this upright bar here, and then your 2 pointing fingers are going to go into that space, and you can pop it up onto your left shoulder. This hand, your right hand, is going to hold the slide here. Now I want you to try and use pinching fingers to hold the slide. Try not to grab it like this, because when we bring our slide all the way back in, you might catch the skin on your hand and pinch it. We don't want that. So let's try and use pinching fingers to move the slide. Now, as you can see, I can't move my slide at the moment, and that is because lots of our trombones have a slide lock on them, which is this bit that comes down here. What you need to do is just twist that so that it unlocks, and then you'll be able to move your slide up and down, and you are ready to play. Last of all is the euphonium. Now this is how to hold the euphonium, but this also works if you have a tuba as well. First thing, left hand, give me a wave. You're going to wrap your left hand, give it a big cuddle, and grab around the pipes there so that you've got a nice firm grip on it. Your right hand is going to hook onto this tube at the back, and 1, 2, 3 fingers on top of the valves. So left hand round the front, right hand on the valves, and you're ready to play. So now we've remembered how to hold our instruments, it's time to remember how to make a sound on our instruments. Now I'm going to show you how to do this on my mouthpiece, the cornet mouthpiece, but it's the same for any brass instrument, so you can just join in using your own mouthpiece. The first thing we need to do is wake up our face. We need all the muscles working to be able to play and make a sound. So what I want you to do is imagine you are going to eat a nice piece of bubble gum. Pop it in your mouth, give it a chew. Now let's put another piece in. So now it'll be bigger, won't it? So bigger chewing. You can look really silly while you do this, it's okay. And then let's pop one more in, as big as you can chew. Make sure all those muscles are working to chew and chew. Let's see if we can blow a bubble. You ready? Bang! All over your face. Peel it off and let's throw it away in the bin. Now, can you feel all of these muscles here? Are they starting to wake up? That means we're ready to play. Put your lips together and say, mmm. Good. With your lips together, we need to blow a raspberry. Now, I don't want this raspberry to go, that's not the sound we want. Put your lips together tight and tuck your corners in here. So we get not, none of that sound, please. Have a little practice of making your buzz or your raspberry, and then you'll be ready to use your mouthpiece. Let's have a look at our mouthpiece. It has the big end here, and then a narrower end that goes into your instrument. The bigger bit is going to go against our lips. So now we've had a go at making our buzz, we're going to do exactly the same thing again, but into our mouthpiece. So instead of, we're now going to hear, have a go for yourself. Did you manage to make the funny noises on your mouthpiece? Fantastic. That means we're ready to play a game. We're going to have a go at the game, Don't Play This One Back, using our mouthpieces. Now, if you're not a brass player, you can join in with this bit as well. I am going to play some patterns or some rhythms on my mouthpiece. You are going to copy them back unless I play Don't Play This One Back, or tea, tea, coffee, tea. It will sound like this. If you hear that one, I don't want you to play, but all the others you can copy back. Again, if you're a brass player, let's try it on our mouthpiece. If you play anything else, you choose a note that you want to play and you can join in too. Are you ready? Did I catch you? Remember, don't play this one back. Let's try again. What about that time? Did I get you? You can have a go at this game at home. See if you can find someone to play the game with you. You could play the patterns or the rhythms and they can copy with clapping. Or maybe they could clap the rhythms and you could copy them. See if you can catch each other out.
Hi guys, it's Mrs Dawson here. I thought you did such a good job on the rhythm clock last week that we would try another one today with some new sounds and some new symbols. If you didn't see the video from last time, maybe you could have a look at it now. But if you can't, that's okay, because I'm going to go over the sounds and the symbols we learnt in that video again. Here's the first symbol that we learnt in the last video. Can you remember what we say when we see this one? That's right, T. This note is worth one beat and it's called a crotchet. And when we see it, I want you to say T. What about this symbol? Can you remember what we say for this symbol? It's coffee. This isn't one note, it's actually two notes joined together at the top. Each of these notes is worth half a beat. And when we see this symbol, I want you to say coffee. What about this symbol? We learnt this one in the last video. This one is different to the other two because it isn't a note, it's a rest. This is a crotchet rest. Whenever we see it, I want you to say shh Because it matches the crotchet note, it's also worth 1 beat. But because it's a rest and not a note, it's 1 beat of silence, not of sound. Every time you see it, I want you to say, shh. Here's a new symbol for this video. This note is worth 2 beats. Can you remember what we say for a note that's worth 1 beat? We said T, but because this is 2 beats, we're going to need to make the sound longer. So we're going to say T. Have a go. Good. The last symbol we are going to learn today is this one. This symbol is similar to the last symbol, but can you see that it's got a circle not coloured in, but it doesn't have a stick on it, it's just the circle bit. Can you remember what we said for our 1 beat and 2 beat notes? That's right, we said T and T. What do you think we'll say for a note that is 4 beats long? It's tricky. Good. We're going to say T. Make sure you're counting. T. 4 beats long. Let's have a practice of saying the sounds as we see the symbols. Here's our first one. Can you remember what to say when you see this symbol? Shh. What about this symbol? Good. Coffee. Oh, here's one of our new symbols. Can you remember what to say when we have a 2 beat note? T. Good job. What about that one? The very first symbol we learned? T. Let's see if we can do them a little bit faster. Here's one of our new symbols. Can you remember how to say a 4 beat note? T. Good work. Or coffee. Or here's a new one. T. 4 beats. Shh. T. 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 So now that we've learned all of our symbols and the sounds that match them, we're ready to use our brand new rhythm clock. Have a look at the rhythms around the edge. You might want to pause the video now and see if you can have a go at saying some of the rhythms around the edge. What we're going to do is we're going to use our new sounds and symbols to play a quick game with the rhythm clock. I'm going to say one of the rhythms around the edge, and you are going to listen to the rhythm, listen to the sounds I say, and see if you can figure out which number I'm saying. Are we ready to start? I'm going to say tea, tea, coffee, tea. Have a look at all the rhythms around the outside and find one that goes tea, tea, coffee, tea. Can you see it? That was rhythm number 5. Let's try a different one. Coffee, tea, tea. Coffee, tea, tea. Can you find that rhythm? I'll do it one more time. Coffee, tea, tea. Did you find it? That was rhythm number 10. What about tea? Can you find that one? It's one of our new symbols. Tea. That was rhythm number 1. Let's try a different one. Tea, shh, shh, coffee. I'll do it again. Tea, shh, shh, coffee. Have a look at all the different rhythms. That was rhythm number 3. Let's try a tricky one. Coffee, tea, tea. Coffee, tea, tea. Did you find it? That was rhythm number 12. What about coffee, coffee, tea? Coffee, coffee, tea. Did you spot that that was rhythm number 9? You can have a go at using the rhythm clock at home. Why not teach somebody in your house how to say all of the sounds that we need and how to recognise all of the symbols that we need to read the rhythms around the rhythm clock. Then you can take it in turns to say a rhythm and have the other person guess it. Enjoy!